genre has produced countless masterpieces over the decades, but few carry the same enduring weight as Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory. Released in 1957, the film continues to resonate nearly 70 years later as one of cinema's sharpest condemnations of military ambition and human cost. Legendary critic Roger Ebert would go on to call it absolutely perfect, awarding it a rare 4-star rating in his retrospective review, and it's easy to see why. Kubrick turns the camera on World War I's forgotten brutality. Unlike many celebrated war films that spotlight the heroics of World War II, Paths of Glory roots itself in the bleak trenches of World War I. The film follows Colonel Dax, Kirk Douglas, as he leads the doomed 701st Infantry Regiment into a suicidal assault ordered by Brigadier General Miro, George Macready. Miro, blinded by the promise of promotion, pushes his men into certain death at the anthill, despite overwhelming evidence of failure. When the offensive ends in catastrophe, Miro refuses accountability. Instead, he charges his own soldiers with cowardice, demanding a court-martial to protect his reputation. What follows is less a battlefield epic than a searing courtroom drama, with Dax desperately fighting to save his men from execution in a system rigged against them. Realism and humanity over bloodshed. Kubrick's brilliance lies not in spectacle but restraint. Rather than indulging in gore or relentless action, he shifts focus to the psychological and moral toll of war. The trenches feel oppressive, the generals detached and cruel, and the soldiers resigned to a fate they cannot escape. The film's most harrowing moments arrive not in combat, but in the callous way leaders discard lives for ambition. Roger Ebert captured this essence in his review, noting how Kubrick highlighted the cruelty and duplicity of war without resorting to melodrama. In his eyes, the film's tight narrative and unflinching moral stance elevated it beyond its genre into timeless storytelling, a companion to Kubrick's later works. Viewed today, Paths of Glory feels like a thematic precursor to Kubrick's later satire Dr. Strangelove. Where Strangelove lampooned the absurdity of Cold War politics, Paths of Glory presents a mirror image grounded in raw emotion and injustice. Both films ask the same haunting question: when the powerful wage war, who truly pays the price? Why it still matters today. The themes of Paths of Glory remain disturbingly relevant. Its portrayal of corruption, ambition, and disregard for human life echoes in modern conflicts around the globe. The film endures not only because of Kubrick's craft, but because the questions it raises are eternal ones. With its 96% Rotten Tomatoes rating and near-universal acclaim from critics and audiences alike, Paths of Glory is more than a war movie. It is an unflinching portrait of humanity under pressure. Ebert's words still ring true. Kubrick's film isn't just a product of its time. It is quite simply perfect.